Welcome back to Fun Activities in 5. We've got the timer going. We're going to take 5 minutes today to talk about using emojis or icons or pictures as a prediction activity. This is not something that I came up with. This has been used in classrooms for decades. The idea of using a picture to predict a sentence or a paragraph or an idea. Personally, I prefer to do this activity with either emojis or icons versus actual pictures because for me, part of the fun of an emoji or an icon is the guessing and the differentiation that comes in with seeing something and thinking something versus a picture, which gives a more inclusive story. However, you can do it both ways. So the example I'm going to show you today is from a warm-up activity that we do with a novel. So before we read the chapter, I give students usually 3 sentences from the novel in emoji or in icon form. These are icons. And I have them go through and write what they think is happening using those pictures. One thing that I do when I do this activity is if there's a word that we've covered in class that I've used a poster for, I do use the same icon so that students are able to associate that image and that word versus giving them something totally different. So in this example that you can see here, students have some emojis and they have some lines to write on. So they would be looking at these emojis and they would be writing what they think happens in the target language. They might write, there's a man that sees 2 people hugging and take it literally. They might say, there's a person that sees a friend and they go and hug them to greet them. They might say, there is a person that is looking at 2 people hugging that want to meet each other or that just met each other. So there's a lot of variation they can get in there. A person is confused by a kiss. A person is confused because someone doesn't kiss them. A person is confused because they don't know how to kiss someone. This chapter in particular is about greeting people with kisses in Me Perdí en Medellín by Adriana Ramirez. So just giving them some prediction around that activity. Now, I do this with stories we do in class. I do this with factual information that we're going to do a gallery walk with. I do this all the time with novels before we read chapters. There are lots and lots of options of ways you can do this activity and get a lot of mileage of it. After the students complete the activity, I usually have some students read them out loud. Oh, who also had something similar to that? Oh, who has the opposite of that? What do we think is more likely, this or this? Anybody have any other options? And we kind of go through and talk about what might happen in the novel before we read it or the story or the text. Super easy activity. It can take as little as like 3 minutes to prepare. Pull the text that you want them to summarize with the emojis or the icons and put them together, pop them up on a slide or on a piece of paper, and you are ready to go. I hope that you are able to try out some emoji or some icon. These are actually icons, not emojis. Um, some icon or emoji prediction activities this week. I would love to know how it goes. I hope that you have a great week. Bye.